Hi there, and welcome back to Slime Time with Drew. That's me. And today we are going to make another really fun slime that you can make at home with stuff you probably already have. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite slimes, and that is fluffy slime or foam slime, depending on what you want to call it. So this is basically just a normal slime, but we're going to be adding in a special ingredient that's going to let us turn it into something that feels a lot like a pillow or a cloud. Of course, we've got our white Elmer's school glue. I bought this big bottle at Walmart for like 10 bucks. If you have just the normal small bottle that has about a cup of glue in it, which is exactly the amount of glue we need for the slime we're going to make today. I also have silver glitter and some green food coloring because I'm feeling kind of Slytherin today. Over here we've got our borax. Today it's going to act as our activator. A cup of water, and of course the most important ingredient, shaving cream. And the shaving cream is going to allow our slime to really become that fluffy, just cloud feeling slime. The first step we're going to do is we're actually going to take our borax, just 1 teaspoon of it, and we're going to mix it into our water. I have a separate spoon for the borax and the water, and the reason for that is that I'm going to need a spoon to mix the glue and the shaving cream together, and I really don't want it to start activating until I'm absolutely ready for that. So once you've got it nice and mixed in, it doesn't have to be completely dissolved, you're ready to move on to the next step. So now we are going to take our 1 cup of glue, we're going to dump that into our bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and scoop as much of this glue out of the mixing cup as I can and just get it all into the bowl. Alright, so once you've got that in there, I like to go ahead and add in my food coloring. So green food coloring, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a whole bunch because I want it to be a nice dark green. And then I'm going to do a whole bunch of silver sprinkles of glitter in here as well. So once I've done that, I'm ready to add in our shaving cream. So you want to make sure it's nice and shook up, and then you can spray in just about as much as you want. I recommend at least a ½ cup to a cup's worth, but really you can put as little or as much as you want, depending on how fluffy you want your slime to be. So we're going to take our shaving cream and we're just going to start spraying it in there. And again, you can put as much or as little as you want. I think that's about as good, a good amount for what I want to do. And then you're going to take it and you're just going to start mixing it together. When I mix my slime together, when I'm making fluffy slime, you want to make sure that you're drawing from the bottom of the bowl and mixing in together as much as you can. And you just mix till it's a nice and liquid substance. And you'll see it's already starting to kind of look like what we want it to look like. It's really going to turn into sort of a whipped cream scenario, but I promise you, you do not want to eat any of this slime. It will not taste good at all. So once you've got it looking about like this, and if there's still some white shaving cream around the outsides of the bowl, that is perfectly okay. So once you've got your slime looking about like this, you're ready to move on to the final step. So with the borax solution as an activator, you want to make sure not to use too much of it all at once. You want to mix in a little bit at a time. So I like to mix in about 1/3 to half of the cup and really mix that in well before adding any more, because really you probably won't need the whole amount. So I'm going to go ahead and add this in, and then I'm going to start mixing. And it'll take just a second, and then you'll start to see it's already starting to become slime. So before we mix it with our hands, you can go ahead and mix in a little bit more of that borax, just because you want to be able to get all of this foam and everything around the outsides. And it looks real gross right now. Oh, got some on my face. But I promise you, it's gonna come together. So you're gonna reach a point right about where I'm at right now, where mixing with your spoon is not really gonna do it for your slime anymore, and your slime is just about ready to pick up. So you wanna make sure, pull it up out of the slime as much as you can. Make sure that it's not doing that spider web thing where it's like sticking to the sides real bad. You can see a little bit right there, but there's borax down in the bottom of this bowl, so you wanna make sure it's nice and mixed in. I'm gonna put just another drop or two, really just like a tiny little bit, just to make sure it's not gonna like become a sticky mess on my hands. And you can already see that is helping that to finish activating, get nice and ready to be able to be picked up. And it's gonna be a little bit sticky still at first, but the more that you work it with your hands, the less sticky it's going to become. Because really, you can only do so much with the spoon in the bowl. You've got to get in there with your hands. And the more that you get in there, the more that it starts to become that fluffy slime. You really want to make sure that like your slime, it shouldn't be sticking to your hands pretty much at all. Like you can see, I don't even really have anything sticking to my hands at all. It is just fun to play with. It feels like a slime, and it is super fun. This has been Slime Time with Drew. Keep an eye out for more of our videos. Like, comment, and subscribe if you had fun with this, and I'll see you next time.